Hours, we could see Luigi Mangione stand in front of the judge and admit to the two federal stalking charges that resulted in the death of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson.
But it's not a plea deal with federal prosecutors who could still push for a life sentence for Mangione. Fox's Chanley Painter also reports from outside the court his lawyers may later use that plea to avoid a state trial because of New York's double jeopardy laws.
Prosecutors will have to successfully argue that the federal stalking charges are different enough from the state second-degree murder charges for their case to move forward.
In South Carolina, a hearing for Alec Murdaugh before a new trial, months after an appeals court overturned his convictions in the 2021 murders of his wife and son.
Some pretrial motions the judge is expected to consider include requests to move the trial to Charleston. Murdaugh's defense is arguing that intense media saturation and his family ties to the local legal system could sway the jury pool.
Fox's Nate Foy. The fight isn't over at the Kennedy Center in Washington after a judge ordered President Trump's name be removed, an attempt to put it back on and close the center for 2 years to renovate it.
Under a plan approved by the Performing Arts Center's board, made up largely of political allies of President Trump, also approved a resolution that would add lettering to the building's facade, reading the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts, restored and renovated by President Donald J. Trump. Both decisions test a federal judge's ruling 2 months ago that ordered President Trump's name removed from the building and also blocked plans for the closure.
That's Fox's Jared Halpern. While the U.S. and Iran both keep insisting they control the Strait of Hormuz shipping waterway, drones fired today at 2 more oil tankers in the strait, but nobody was hurt. America's listening to Fox News.
When I hit my 50s, I felt like things were slowing down.
This is Sandra's Metamucil story.
I started taking Metamucil for digestion, but had no idea it would impact so much more. Not only did Metamucil help me feel more regular, but my heart health saw the benefits too.
Metamucil. One simple routine, 4 health benefits. Digestive health starts here. Go to Metamucil.com for more details.
Ice Cube's Big 3 season is heating up, and it all comes down to this. The Big 3 playoffs are coming to Dallas, Texas. The 4 best teams in the Big 3 battle it out for a spot in the championship. The action starts with the legendary Big 3 Celebrity Game. 3 games of the most physical, competitive, and non-stop 3-on-3 action. The game played the way you love. Watch live Saturday on CBS at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, and catch replays Monday on BET. Yay!
There are new Fox News polls and 2 Senate races key to the midterm election battle for control of Congress. In Michigan, a week after progressive Abdul El Sayed won the Democratic Senate primary, he trails Republican Mike Rogers by 4 points. 54% of Michigan voters surveyed call El Sayed too extreme, though 51% also say Rogers is too closely aligned to President Trump. In Ohio,
Republican Senator John Husted, appointed to the role when then Senator J.D. Vance became vice president, trails his Democratic opponent Sherrod Brown by 8 points. Brown is mounting a comeback after losing his seat to Bernie Moreno in 2024. And now Brown has more enthusiasm, with 97% of Democrats saying they'll vote for him. 87% of Republicans say they'll vote for Husted. While 44% said they were concerned about Brown's ties to the Democratic establishment, more than half of voters were concerned with Husted's ties to the president. Inflation and high prices were by far the biggest concern. 40% say it's the most important issue, followed by healthcare at 14%. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
A hurricane warning is up for Hawaii's Big Island as Tropical Storm Lala churns near, forecast to grow into a hurricane today.
It approaches and passes either over or near the Big Island on Saturday. If it makes a landfall, it'll be only the 7th landfalling storm or hurricane in the Hawaiian Islands in about 75 years, so it's unusual.
Fox Weather's Mike Seidel in Hilo. Parts of Europe keep sweltering with more triple-digit heat.
Thursday was the hottest day of the year in the United Kingdom, and Britain's weather service says West London got up to almost 101 degrees Fahrenheit. Both Britain and France are going through their 5th heat wave of the year. French meteorologists say temperatures across the country have gotten as high as 106 degrees. Some relief, though, may be ahead. Forecasters say the most intense heat is expected to move eastward away from Britain and France on Friday.
That's Fox's John Saucier. On Wall Street, stock futures are mixed ahead of the opening bell and a report on retail sales. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Authorities investigating after police responded to a report of a possible explosive device in an abandoned home in Montgomery County. Officers called out to the home near Shane Cole Park in Nokomis. Secretary of State Police Bomb Squad and FBI searching the interior of the property. Items resembling a pipe bomb were removed. 4-year-old boy dead. It follows an apparent accidental shooting in Champaign. It happened Tuesday at the home in the 1100 block of North 3rd Street. The child sent to the hospital where he later died. Detectives working to determine the facts of the incident. More than 800 customers in Champaign and Piatt counties remain without electricity yesterday following Tuesday's severe storms. Whiteheath saw the largest outages, nearly 500 homes still in the dark. Smaller outages persisted in Champaign, Urbana, Tolono, and Pasodum. Ameren crews restored several clusters overnight and continued to work to get customers back online. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim
Well,
Miller.
good morning. Do you know where your sump pump is? Holy moly, Soye. What did we get? It felt like 100 inches. I don't know. Man, it was raining all night. I don't generally hear thunder, but man, was that clapping.
Right.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Unfortunately, our report as well, as you get into Cumberland County, a little bit west, a little south, a little bit west-northwest of Charleston, report of, unfortunately, a resident getting struck by lightning down there. So,
goodness.
So there are a lot of issues going on in one direction, form, or fashion here this morning.
Any idea totals at this moment?
Yeah, so far, generally speaking, and right now at least the heaviest rain, and these numbers are going to be growing, the heaviest rain is over right now Douglas County, western parts of Edgar County, but raining still steadily north all the way up to the Kankakee, and we still got some garbage back as far west, northwest to southeast Iowa. So it'll be a winding down process, but a kind of a dirty break and not really getting that achieved until sometime in the mid and late morning. But in any event, we have rainfall totals of generally 2 to 3 inches, some spots approaching 4. That would be the center part, let's say Champaign to Danville. But you go north and the numbers pick up dramatically. There were some reports, or are reports, of almost 7 inches over at Paxton.
Wow.
5.5 to 6 as you get up just north of Danville. So it seems like southern and central Ford, southwest and far southern Iroquois, far northern Champaign, and the northern end of Vermilion County appear to be so far in the heaviest range of, generally speaking, 4 to 6, and some spots pushing close to 7 inches right now.
Well, it felt like that, and I tell you what, it just I looked in the sump pump hole this morning. It was like my garden hose is running.
Right.
It was like coming out like crazy.
Well, it's coming so fast.
Yeah, it's just it's saturated.
So hard. It's hard and steady, and it's just that's the nature of thunderstorms. Sometimes the ferociousness, the severity of the afternoon. Sometimes you get these things that just generally mushroom out, as we call them, on the overnight hours, and they become these prolific rainmakers. And sometimes it kind of lets your guard down that, okay, the severe is over with, but then you wake up with a bunch of inches of rain in your backyard, back 40, basement, what have you. And despite, I think, all the market people saying things are rosy in the corn and soybean land, I think they need to look out the window from eastern and central Iowa through central Illinois, central and southern Indiana for what's been going on. Matter of fact, even in Indiana, the Muncie River, that's a little bit north and east of Indianapolis, kind of puts things into perspective as it applies to the rest of the eastern Corn Belt, at least to that far. Muncie River at flood stage, the highest it's been since 1939. So some issues over much of Indiana as well.
Well, we didn't seem to have the wind that we had on Tuesday that was breaking off so many trees.
Yeah, this had a different nature, at least the stuff that came through in response to late yesterday afternoon, last night in the overnight hours. This is just more or less just rain, tall cloud tops, fairly high, what we call freezing levels. And sometimes when that goes on, you get A, two things, heavy rain, B, a lot of lightning, cloud to cloud, cloud to ground, et cetera, forth and so on, but not much wind, despite the elevation of the cloudiness. So that's kind of the reasoning behind that. And like I said, it extends. There's a little breakage you got west of about Peoria, but then fills back in over the western end of the state near the Mississippi, still into southeastern Iowa. So while this stuff will be kind of shrinking in scope and capacity, intensity, it's still, we've got a few hours at least through the mid-morning to have to contend with, and the ongoing runoff through probably the better part of the day and this evening too.
Well, it's our meteorologist Greg Solye at 7:10. I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
Weather brought to you by the Urbana Park District.
Reminding you, the Fresh Crew volunteers are at it tomorrow, and if you'd like your teenager to get involved. You can learn all the details at urbanaparks.org.
Guess I'm kind of wondering when this pattern slows or stops. I mean, we got another week of this, or what do you think?
No, we'll probably wind out of it. We'll get into a little more scattered, random nature on these rain, these showers and thunderstorms over the course of the weekend, but we're going to get into some of the heat and humidity, so that's going to open up the potential for some stronger, despite scattered coverage, back into the severe mode we go over the course, back into the weekend in particular. But today and this morning is going to be a challenging getting things to completely wind down, and we've got a few hours to go. Some of the more torrential rains from Villa Grove over towards around Cerro Gordo southward, some strong storms on the I-70 corridor from Effingham southwest, where they're in the middle 80s this morning at St. Louis, and dew point values are pushing the heat index values up past 90 there already. So there's the source region for some of this energy. Anyway, just torrential rains coming down through Douglas County right now, western parts of Edgar County, some pretty tough weather right now. Marshall, Illinois, that would be down into areas of eastern Clark County, and just steady soaking rain the back end of this particular wave with flood warnings to Iroquois and Ford counties right now. Back end runs to about Lexington to north, or maybe a little south of about Kankakee, but then we got new activity still north and east of Peoria, filling back into the Quad Cities and southeast Iowa. So the beat goes on with ongoing flood watches across the area here through mid-morning. Those will get realigned and ongoing flood warnings as well. 69, the rain's steady, but kind of diminishing a little bit here through Champaign and Vermilion County, still moderate through Ford and Iroquois, the northern and eastern sections of Vermilion County. 69 over Danville, heading towards a muggy afternoon high, and the dew points will continue to surge back into the 70s, so pretty close feel at 84. Showers and thunderstorms, still some steady rainfall and probably ongoing flooding or local renewed flooding going on through at least maybe the early afternoon. 84 today. A shower thunderstorm in spots this evening back in after midnight. This stuff becomes more scattered and random as we push into a warm front with a low down to 72. Light south wind tomorrow and up to about 88. And again, a shower thunderstorm at a couple of spots both morning and afternoon. The stuff of the afternoon could be strong or severe despite its scattered nature. Same on Sunday, the high around 90. Lower 80s. We finally start the drying process Monday and Tuesday. Humidity comes down by Wednesday with a quick shower chance at 85, and drier weather next Thursday and Friday with lower 80s. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
All right, my friend, thank you. Great to have him. Boy, he's so good. He's so detailed on everything. Gives you a real picture. Weather's not that tough if you know it's coming. And so we kind of know what we're into, and it's a very soggy time now.
Right.
For August of 2026.
And be aware, with the standing water, might not want to take that road and chance it. So, and you're always welcome to text in on some of the conditions you're seeing in your yard or in your neighborhood or anything like that. 217-359-2255 on the Fisher National Bank text line.
All right, sports headlines.
Well, we're setting up a Cub card series. Let's get more details.
The Redbird Recap is sponsored by Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. Heal your home with Helitech.
The Cardinals have some momentum going into a weekend series in Chicago against the Cubs. They've taken 2 of 3 in each of their last 3 series against the Yankees, Rockies, and Phillies, last playing a couple days ago when they beat Philadelphia by a 7-1 score. Matthew Liberatore is on the mound tonight for the Cardinals. 5-9 with a 5.15 ERA. Over his last 4 starts, he is 0-3. His last time out, a loss against the Rockies on Saturday, he allowed 5 runs on 9 hits in 5 innings. The Cardinals are going to face off against right-hander Clay Holmes, who the Cubs recently acquired from the New York Mets. He is 4-5 with a 2.86 ERA, but in his debut for Chicago on Saturday, he allowed 4 runs on 6 hits in 4 innings in a loss to Kansas City. First pitch today is scheduled for 1:20. That means our coverage begins at 12:25. For the St. Louis Cardinals Radio Network, I'm Matt Pauley.
Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair is offering 50% off labor on qualifying projects. If you're seeing cracks, leaks, or sinking concrete around your home, don't wait. Let the Helitech experts identify the problem and provide proven solutions to protect your home and your investment. Call Helitech or visit helitechonline.com to schedule your free inspection today.
Heal your home with Helitech.
Well, I'm glad the Cubs got a hit in the 7th, wasn't it?
That they were getting no hit.
Ruined a potential no-hitter.
Well, they didn't get all 4 of the games. They got only 3 out of 4 from the Nationals, but they did almost get no hit. They 7 outs away from a no-hitter.
Right.
Something like that.
Washington on top 7-0 yesterday. Kyle Schwarber with a couple of homers in the Field of Dreams game. Did you see it?
I didn't. I was watching the Nashville Sounds.
Okay, gotcha.
My new favorite team. Anyway, no, I didn't see it. Was tracking it. But no, it's incredible to play in Iowa where the Field of Dreams was filmed. They still have the field. They play a Major League Baseball game there every year. Always packed. Pretty cool. And Phillies win it with Kyle Schwarber. Why did he leave the Cubs again? Oh, there was no DH back in the day.
Right.
But I'm telling you what, the guy's going to hit, 400, 500 home runs when he's done. Incredible.
I happened to see the Field of Dreams. That's probably why they put that movie on this week. But the Phillies beat the Twins. Thank you, 7-1.
Yeah. Luke Altmaier played quite a bit with the Detroit Lions. He had 130 yards passing. He had a touchdown, but he had 2 interceptions. And I think he ran the ball, put that in quotes, 4 times, no yards. But it must have meant, got sacked maybe. I think he probably got sacked and was able to get to the line of scrimmage to average out. Anyway, he saw the speed of the pro game.
Yes.
And you have about 0.5 seconds to get it into where it needs to go at the right time to the receiver. Those guys are just all-stars.
That's right. Cincinnati beat Detroit 16-14. We had Pittsburgh over Green Bay 28-9, and Indy's Colts over New England actually tied out at 13. So we're kind of out of the gate, at least with some of the preseason scores.
We got a Bears game on radio this weekend.
Okay.
We'll carry it on Q96, WQQB. We'll carry the preseason. I think there's a lot of optimism. Apparently, Caleb Williams, I've got the quarterback, I've got Colin Cowherd from Fox Sports. He got to hang around in indoor practice because it was raining with thunderstorms and has a lot of interesting things to say about the Bears and what he observed. But he said it almost felt like college, his energy, the youth, and that Caleb has really slimmed down. He said when he ran one ball around the left end, he looked like a wide receiver. He's down 15 pounds.
Man.
So he's going to have a little quicker step. Does that matter when he gets sacked? He'll be able to avoid it because he's lost a little strength, wouldn't he?
Right.
15 pounds. Anyway, I think the arrow's up on the Chicago Bears.
Sounds great.
So
go Bears.
Yeah, go Bears. All right.
And that's on Q96. Illinois soccer, a draw against number 19, Georgia yesterday to come out of the season with a tie, 0-0, with 4 saves from our goalkeeper, Izzy Lee, yesterday.
We're not ranked, are we? Soccer?
No,
okay.
But Georgia was at 19.
Yeah,
so to come out with a tie,
you're pretty good. You got to be pretty good. No.
It's just that you have 0-0-1 on your record for the season so far. Thursday at 6 against Cincinnati. And we've got Chris Thomas, our Illinois volleyball coach, expected to come in and talk about, trending topics. And
is there a big event tonight?
There
is
on
the venue
Sunday.
Tonight. Just
Hey, Chris, how's Nighthawk doing?
Yeah.
All right.
I nicknamed him Nighthawk because it was ridiculously.
Because of his deep voice.
Oh, yeah.
So nice to see you. Man, I forgot how tall you are, Chris.
Yes, he's great to see. We'll have him on
we
here.
got Bradley at 3 o'clock on Sunday.
All right, let's check your weather. Meteorologist Greg Solier, brought to you by Busey for over 158 years. Busey, member FDIC. Here's Greg.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Pounding shower and thunderstorm activity on the overnight hours with plenty of standing water and some localized flooding in spots. That'll be the story here for the rest of the morning hours. Activity will wind down late this morning and still hit-miss chances this afternoon. Again, keep an eye on those flooded out intersections. Plenty of standing water in the fields as well, and then some. And swelling streams and rivers. So far, 1 to as much as 3 inches, but upwards of 5 to 7 noted. Paxton over the north end of Vermilion County and north through Ford and the Iroquois counties. Be looking at high temperatures today up around 84. Lingering shower thunderstorm chance late this afternoon, this evening. Muggy overnight lows down to 72. Some patchy fog early tomorrow, then partly sunny, warm, humid. Maybe shower thunderstorm in spots both morning and afternoon. Highs up to 88. We'll head towards 90 on Sunday. Hot, humid, partly sunny. Shower thunderstorm morning, more likely in the afternoon. Then finally some cooler, drier air Monday and Tuesday into the lower 80s. Quick shower chance next Wednesday. Dry next Thursday and Friday. Highs right around 80 degrees. For Stevie Day Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
At Busey Wealth Management, we're proud to partner with individuals, families, and foundations, ensuring possibilities become achievements. From preserving and enhancing your assets to securing your legacy for future generations, we're focused on your success. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini, member FDIC.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Getting new siding and windows is a part of good home maintenance, and it's also a way to improve your home's value.
Solid quarter. Earnings and revenue were up from a year ago, but Wall Street was expecting even more. Chicago Federal Reserve Bank President Austin Goolsbee is characterizing the latest inflation data as a little better, and he's hopeful that as the impact of tariffs and higher oil prices from the Iran war fade, inflation can continue to improve. Cooler consumer price index and producer price index readings this week have made it less likely the Fed will raise interest rates in September. Reuters is reporting Workday, the online human resources platform, is in talks to sell itself to investment firm Silver Lake. The talks are ongoing with no guarantee a deal will materialize. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda. Invested in you.
Most investments today feel like second jobs. Real estate, you're a landlord. Stocks, you're a day trader. Crypto, you're a full-time researcher. You've got a life to live. Your investment should help you live it. That's why more Americans are choosing gold. Noble Gold has helped thousands protect their future with real physical gold. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com to get your free wealth protection kit. That's noblegoldinvestments.com. Past performance may not be indicative of future results. Investing in precious metals, including gold, involves risks. Consult with your tax attorney or financial professional before making an investment decision.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Getting new siding and windows is a part of good home maintenance, and it's also a way to improve your home's value and curb appeal. Kramer offers preservation siding and windows in lots of styles and colors. Shutters and trim will complete the look, and our online design tool will help you try before you buy. So start today and save 25%.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
Life is short, so why not put dessert first? At Dessert First, every day starts sweet with a delicious morning menu featuring fresh muffins, gooey cinnamon rolls, and homemade pastries. And in the afternoon, it only gets better with cookies, brownies, and rotating treats that change weekly. Got a special occasion coming up? Dessert First has you covered with custom orders including cupcakes, pies, cakes, and cookies made just the way you want them. Treat yourself today because you deserve it. Find Dessert First on Facebook for store hours and more details.
At Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery, we're flooring people with amazing service, great design advice, and unbeatable selection and the best prices in town. It's the perfect time to update your home with waterproof flooring, carpet, hardwood, tile, and more. Then complete your rooms by shopping our incredible selection of furniture and accessories. We also offer great financing options. Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery, we're flooring people.
At Pards in Urbana, the boots just keep on coming. They're known for their huge collection of men's cowboy boots, women's cowgirl boots, kids' boots, and even shoes. If you're searching for top footwear brands, look no further than Pards. They carry a wide variety, including Ariat, Dan Post, Smoky Mountain, Roper, Double H, and more. And if socks or accessories are what you need, they've got all your high-quality essentials. Since 1968, Pards has been serving their customers with high-quality merchandise. And if you haven't been to Pards in a while, a lot has changed. Go check them out just off University Avenue in Urbana.
Looking for your new favorite hangout? Head to Route 45 Wayside in Pasodum. They're open 7 days a week with daily food specials that keep things fresh and affordable. And Sundays? It's Sunday Fun Day from 1 to 4 with live entertainment that brings the party to life. Don't miss their massive 8,000 square foot patio, perfect for kicking back with friends. Feeling competitive? Jump into their sand volleyball leagues this spring and summer. Co-ed teams, great vibes, and even better memories. Route 45 Wayside in Pasodum. Great food, live music, and fun all week long.
Chris Thomas is in the studio.
Yeah.
And he's our big time. This is youth football.
And he's given us a video here to check out.
What grade is this?
6th grade.
It is not 6th grade. It looks like the Illini. What the world is...
The kids are getting big now.
Muhammad Seymour in their program.
That's just stunning.
And your son is now in football.
Jimmy's playing what position?
They got him at kind of like a tight end receiver, playing a little bit of...
And he's like 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah, he's up there.
So he's projected to be 6'8"?
We'll see.
I'm just preparing the NIL papers.
I mean, both you and Jen are.
Well, you're 6'5" or 6.
Yeah, I'm about 6'6",
and Jen's 6.
Jen's about 6'4".
It's just unbelievable. So, and the kids are doing well. They
first day of school on Wednesday, and
they're off and running.
They're off and running.
You get the picture on their, your front stoop or whatever with the backpacks on.
Yep,
and all
exactly.
Okay, so I'm in Costco.
12, 9, and 7.
12, 9, and 7 are the ages.
12, 9, 7, yeah.
They were just 7 years old. You lived like catty corner from me, and then you moved on me. And anyway, so I'm in Costco yesterday. I see 2 ladies, and I'm going, they're athletes. And I walked up, and I said, "You're U of I?" And he said, "Yeah, we're volleyball players." And I said, "What's your name?" Gabriella and I can't remember. Sophie? I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Gab, Soph, GP and Soph.
Okay, good. Nice young ladies. Yeah. I said, "I'm going to talk to your coach on my radio show tomorrow."
That's right.
This very nice sophomores.
Yep.
And I said, "How's it looking?" And said, "Good. We're having a good balance of old and young and all that." And I said, "Well, I like your coach's demeanor on the sideline." "Oh, yeah, it's great."
The good answer. Good answer.
Exactly.
And she, I'll tell the coach I saw you, and she look at all the healthy things you bought. So
that's right.
There you go.
Anyway.
Now, Avery Hernandez, the news came out this week that she's going to play for France. Huh?
Yeah, she signed a pro deal in France. And
what about school?
Well, she's done with school, so
I don't care. She can come back. She's a COVID year.
She was in 2024.
What the heck?
And ranked 2nd in team kills, 3rd in aces, 4th in digs. She gets after it.
Oh yeah.
What kind of coin can you make in France?
I don't know the
100,000
game. Probably not quite that much.
Okay, but you can keep
no
playing.
life changing money in volleyball, but you can keep playing. Yeah.
You got paid at some point to play, didn't you?
Yeah. I played 6 years over there.
That's crazy.
Played in where was I? Holland, Portugal, Spain. Then I went to Turkey, and then I played in Cyprus, and then I played in Finland. And
unbelievable.
Jen played in Puerto Rico, Japan, Russia, Azerbaijan, Italy.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I always say if you play anything past grade 12, you're real good. And you're talking about people actually writing checks to you. That's very rare.
Yeah, I was amazed myself, but I did it.
And stayed injury-free relatively.
Relatively, yes.
but when you do that, I mean, you feel the bumps and bruises. Sand volleyball, it's a little better land, but you can't jump.
That's correct. It is very hard to move in the sand.
But is it better to the trade because you don't have the hardwood where you fall on the...
Yeah. And the courts, they did shrink the court several decades ago now, but it is a 2-man game or two-person game, so a little bit more tactical in that, a little bit more shot making.
Unbelievable.
Both players need equal amount of skill sets, and it's same types of skills, just different skill. Tactical.
Why do I think men's volleyball? I think Karch Karai, and I heard you were way better than Karch Karai.
And that is not true.
I heard that.
Is not true.
That's what I heard.
Actually, when I grew up and played on the beach, so I grew up in Santa Barbara, California, and my grandma lived across the street from the beach. So I go have breakfast with her, and then I go spend almost my whole day on the beach. And I used to play next to Karch's dad. He used to be
nice. His dad was good.
Live in the same complex as my grandma, and used to go across the beach.
His dad could still play.
Oh yeah, at in his late 70s.
What?
He was a good volleyball player.
He was not.
That's great.
He couldn't bring it down, could he? Yeah. He couldn't slap that thing.
No, but he was good. It's a good tactical
Crazy.
player.
70s.
Yeah.
And he looked good.
Yeah.
And for me, my oldest daughter is Gabrielle, and I loved Gabrielle Reese back in the day.
Yeah.
So, big fan of her. You've got some Illinois volleyball stuff coming up.
We do.
What's your big event tomorrow night? That's sold out, but I can still jump online.
Yeah, we can give you the link out there. But last couple of years, we've kind of ran a season kickoff, kind of fun, and then put some fundraising opportunities into it. Last year, we sold out within 36 hours. This year, we increased the capacity, sold out in about a week, and it's been really good to see just the community support, and it's always been great here in Champaign-Urbana, as you guys know. And it's just been it was a great event last year, looking to be a great event again this year, and chance to
and you got
come out
a chance
and
to see the team
and,
Sunday, right?
Yeah, see the team on Sunday.
Yeah.
Free scrimmage against Bradley at 3 p.m. Huff Hall. And
then you open up against the Cincinnati Bearcats on August 28th.
Coming up, man. So how does it look?
It looks good.
Are you excited about this year?
We are excited. Yeah, yeah. Last year we were really young and had a lot of inexperience on the floor and just a lot of new faces. And it's hard to come together in that short period of time. We had a really great first half of the season. A couple of things happened internally, some injuries, stuff like that, that we kept playing through. But second half of the Big Ten Conference kind of bit us a little bit, and it was tough to get back on track. But we retained a lot of the players that were high performers for us last year. Added some new pieces, and really excited about the season.
You could take my place, but I can't take yours. How is that fair? You could do a radio show today and get it done, and I can't coach volleyball, okay? Oh, hit the ball over the net. That's all I'd say.
Well, that's about what I do, too.
Yeah, right. Brother Johnny coming up. He's going to join. He actually has I briefed him last night. He's out in, I think, Aspen, Colorado. But I briefed him, and he has a plan for you.
Okay.
So stand by. I think you'll like it.
Does it have to do with being on radio with you, or?
He's going to jump on.
The volleyball
side. You got an extension. I think your radio career is going to have to wait.
Yes.
And I'm thrilled that Chris Thomas is going to be around a long time. Stand by, Brother Johnny. He'll join the conversation. You don't want to miss it.
Fox News, I'm Gianna Gelosi. Two of the country's most notorious defendants returned to court this morning as separate legal showdowns put Luigi Mangione and Alec Murdaugh back in the spotlight. Mangione is accused of murdering United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, and is reportedly expected to plead guilty in his federal case.
His team wants to use a resolution in this federal case to attack his state case where he faces murder charges. They argue he is unconstitutionally being tried twice for the same crime in violation of double jeopardy. And here in New York State, there are stricter laws when a defendant has already been convicted federally for the same criminal conduct.
It's Fox's Chanley Painter in South Carolina. Alec Murdaugh fights to dismiss his murder charges as he insists he didn't kill his wife and son. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Champaign County Coroner's Office confirming Wednesday that the child who died in an overnight shooting was just 4. The child pronounced dead at Carl Foundation Hospital after Champaign police responded to report to the shooting. It remains under active investigation. Anyone with extra information, contact police. A car slammed through the front of 83 Vietnamese Cuisine in Champaign on Wednesday morning, ended up fully inside the building. Good news, nobody hurt, but the owner says the restaurant's going to be closed indefinitely while insurance and repairs are sorted out. Urbana School District 116 Superintendent Jennifer Ivory Tatum stepping down. Ivory Tatum announced she'll retire the end of the current school year. She has served 34 years in education, including over 2 decades with Urbana. The search will begin to find her replacement. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Joe Miller.
I didn't even bother to ask Soye when I'm going to get to mow my grass again. That could be a minute. It's a little wet
Tuesday,
today.
Though, but it will be dried out a little bit.
What's that? What's that?
I got all my mowing done yesterday before it all came in.
Oh, good.
Dang it. Yeah. Why didn't you come over?
I don't know.
Here we go. Here's Greg Sawyer, our meteorologist, brought to you by Carl.
Reminding you, always there for you when it comes to immunizations and back-to-school physicals, even their mobile clinic, August 29th and 30th. Find out more at carl.com.
Look at everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois. Champaign-Urbana this Saturday. Quite the action-packed night and still ongoing this morning. A couple of more rounds of showers and thunderstorms. Plenty of standing water in the fields and in the intersection as well. Trying to forego some of these flooded out areas. So far, rainfall totals 1 to 3 inches, but upwards of 5 to almost 7 inches noted from Paxton east to north Vermilion County, forward to the Iroquois counties as well as a whole. We'll see afternoon temperatures with scattered showers and thunderstorms back in for the afternoon and evening time up to around 84, and dew points and humidity values will surge on northward with a muggy overnight low tonight. Shower thunderstorm this evening. Again, after midnight tonight with some patchy fog down to 72. 88 to 90 for the weekend on high temperatures. A couple of showers and thunderstorms in the morning. More likely in the afternoon. Maybe some stronger storms back in Sunday afternoon. Again, highs near 90 there. Then cooler, less humid weather. Monday and Tuesday readings into the lower 80s. Shower chance next Wednesday. Highs near 80. Drier air for next Thursday and Friday. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
And once again, we are with Chris Thomas, the outstanding volleyball coach. I've got him number one volleyball coach in the world.
Yes.
Official Stevie
In the
J.
world, wow.
Yeah.
And he locked in the extension for the U of I women's volleyball
Got an
program.
extension. Happy about that. Stevie J. Poland has you number one in the world.
Yes.
And as a player, way better than Karch Karai.
We should probably change the camera view there. He's got the Illini outfit on.
He's got the deep voice. He's got the big job, and he looks like he's GQ. Come on, man. Here we are. Brother Johnny has jumped on Longmont, Colorado, north of Denver. Johnny.
Hey, good morning, Steve. I'm glad to hear y'all talking happily after watching the weather map. I'm wondering what was going on up there. Holy cow.
It's kind of a monsoon. We lived through a little of that in India in 1970. It's just been coming down. I woke up, the clouds are clapping all night. Crazy. This is Chris Thomas. John, this is my brother Johnny, who retired from being the Thomas Edison of oil and gas, 100 international patents, lift over 100,000 heavy things all over the world. Just met with Speaker of the House Mike Johnson. I barely know the mayors of Champaign-Urbana.
That's impressive.
It's unbelievable. And Johnny,
and the most impressive, Steve, I haven't done hardly anything since I've retired, but I've gained like 30 international patents. Every time Steve says something, it's 5
There you go.
I don't know where they're coming from.
Anyway, and as I told him, Johnny, you're one of the smartest guys I've ever met, and he said immediately, well, that's too bad. Anyway, Chris is a star, big-time coach of volleyball. We're rooting for him. He just got an extension. We're excited about that. But Johnny had a plan for volleyball. He told me last night, I wanted you to share this plan. I'm all for it.
Well, no, I think with NIL, everything's changed. It's basically professional sports franchises. And I'd like to, frankly, Steve and I are talking about taking the University of Illinois women's volleyball team.
Well, That'll
be our team.
They're playing.
Party line.
I mean,
you're the coach.
But I mean, obviously there's NIL, and a lot of women are getting that now. Certainly in basketball, has it gone to volleyball in Lincoln, Nebraska? So that you could, if you have a fund, if there's money, you could have that, and that'd be a huge advantage, wouldn't it?
Yeah, of course, it all is. Yeah, it's an interesting landscape, as you mentioned, and it's changing. What we get 6 weeks ago isn't what we get tomorrow. So that's kind of the nature of the beast right now. And I know there's a lot of people.
Well, actually, I was going to tell you, Chris, Illinois, LSU's talking about adding a private ownership component, just because it's funding, and it's a professional league. That's what it is, and it helps the colleges kind of work through a whole new enterprise, because it's changed so much. And then who knows what Congress will do? But I'll tell you what. You tell me, but women's basketball keeps coming up, because I've gone to people's houses and they're watching. I said women's basketball, women's volleyball on television all the time. It's a big sport. I love it.
It is. It really is. It got a lot of traction through Big Ten Network, and you can watch it anywhere, anytime now.
I think it's better than the men. The men, you have no volley. It's like boom, boom is done.
Yeah, I haven't played it. It's a very physical game. Yeah.
He's a former pro. He's 6'6". His wife is 6'4", and she played professionally too. And their kids are 12, 9, and 7, and the 12-year-old's already taller than me. It's kind of sick.
What's the power conference in women's volleyball, Chris?
It's the Big Ten.
How Big Ten stack up?
It's the Big Ten. Yeah, any Power 4 team is pretty good. But I think from top, or there's teams in those Power 4 conferences that are very good. With the NIL, with the rev share, everything else that's come up, you see a lot more disparity. Last year you get a first-year champion in Texas A&M out of the SEC, but Big Ten's always represented, and we've always put 8 to 10 teams in the tournament, always fare very well, top to bottom. Probably the most difficult conference.
It's really hard.
Used to, when I first got in the conference 10 years ago, and I was an assistant in the conference for 4 years as well. There used to be some games on the calendar. We're like, oh, okay, yeah, we can take care of that, no problem. Now there's none of that. There's none of that.
There's no patsy.
No. It is. You better show up and play, otherwise you're going to find yourself on the wrong
18 teams. You're telling me they're all pretty good?
Yep. Everyone's
that's
pretty
no
dang
fun.
good.
That's no good.
Well, it is fun. That's why we're part of it.
Exactly.
We're competing hard. That's why people watch it.
You need to have a day off or something and win easily, but it's just that competitive now. All right, so if you're hearing rumors of football now, and Ohio State's paying $40 million for their roster, all these other things, how do you know what it takes for a volleyball team?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a moving target, and everyone can kind of invest as they wish to. And we got a great investment ourselves from Busey Bank, and
uniforms.
Uniforms, yeah.
Busey
uniform
Bank
patches,
on your uniform,
yeah. So
Nike and Busey Bank.
And Busey, that's
wow.
right. That's right. But and I didn't know a ton about the history of Busey until this kind of all came through. It was founded 3 months apart from University of Illinois.
1868.
Yeah, so it's a pretty cool relationship. And,
So Stevie J Broadcasting, a bit too many letters on there. Johnny, can I borrow $30 million?
How much? Yeah, how much you got?
Busey paid $30 million for 5 years to be on nine jerseys.
1 cent. There we go.
I mean,
That's great, though, man. That's really great.
That's
you needed to build a team, and but that's really, it's true. You have to have that kind of support, but it also takes coaching, coach. And people are like, well, you got the money. Well, it takes a lot more than that. That's the ante. And then you go from there.
Then you got to be, the X's and O's are almost assumed. It's like, okay, you have the players, but we all know you know how to coach. I mean, that's assumed, I think, in this level of now we got to have a fund. But Johnny, if you think John Wooden, that's what Chris looks like on the sideline. He's calm.
Good.
He thinks that if we're not ready by then, it's too late. So he gets them prepared. But he's very calm.
Well, and that helps the players a lot.
And the dynamic of women, and you obviously know women in this sense of they're very upbeat. They clap. They're smiling a lot, laughing some. It's
like the sportsmanship stuff.
The dudes get mad. They kick bleachers and things like that.
Yeah.
But
I coached with my wife. My wife was a better player than I was. She was an Olympian in 2008, captain on the national team. And,
wow.
She was a great help to the program.
She's
to the
assistant
team.
coach.
Assistant coach.
And how's that going? Is it going well?
It's going great.
Yeah.
We're still married.
And it's a really cool dynamic. Obviously, women coaches, but the fact that you have to have this of how they operate, they're different than guys, right? I mean, a whole bunch of stuff.
It's.
Well, I will, Stevie. No offense. I've always liked women better than men.
Well, and then the whole factor of just the college experience. Again, you got to go to class. You still got to do all the stuff. But at this point, it's all going up to where rising tide raises all boats, and volleyball is going to need a good fund to keep up if you're going to compete with the top teams. They're getting the ladies there. Is it not that unusual to see 6'6" volleyball player now?
Not anymore. It's becoming more and more. Come to one of our games, and if you can reach at the top of the net for us is 7'4". So people are up and over that net, pretty big. Their armpits are over the net. They're touching 10, 6, 11 feet.
Could they dunk a basketball?
Yeah, they could. I always say one of our biggest promos should be having players dunk a basketball. So you can
That'd
go look
be
at
fun.
That. Yeah,
that would be cool.
And I told him before you jumped on, Johnny, I saw two of his team in Costco last night, and just lovely people, but very tall. It's just you can tell spot
just
the
by the
volleyball
stature
player.
and all that. You can tell there's an Illini athlete.
Yeah, and they're they're in great shape. They're shopping. I saw a lot of moms and dads in Costco last night. It's happening. I would suggest you go Saturday and you could people watch because there'll be 275 carts out at once.
Yeah.
That's full.
When it comes to traveling for Illini volleyball, Chris Thomas, I see you're hitting the road as soon as September 1st there in Knoxville. Then you're going to Houston for a few games. And, Milwaukee's on your agenda. Well, how are you guys getting around?
Yeah, so we'll fly to most of those charter plane. And,
nice.
We're going if you look at the schedule, we're going about every third day. So we're playing Saturday, Sunday, Tuesdays, and then we play Friday, Saturday, Wednesday, or whatever it might be.
It's crazy.
And we had a big change this year in our own conference with Big Ten. We went to conference tournament, which is the first time we're ever doing this. And so we used to have 20 in-game regular season games in the Big Ten. 18 teams come in. You would have 14 one plays and 3 double plays. And now that was kind of an unfair and the sliding scale. Talk about last year a little bit. We got the hardest schedule last year because our 3 plays were the top 5 teams in the conference. And so we've been talking about this for a while as a head coaches group, and we just wanted a little bit more fairness. We wanted a little bit more to alleviate the compression in the season, but that means we have to stack our pre-conference play a little bit more. So in that first month. We're playing 11 games, I believe it is, and we got some local here. We're hosting a couple more, as you mentioned. We go August 28th against Cincinnati. We'll go a couple days later against Syracuse. Then you mentioned we're on the road for a bit. We come back. We'll play against Lindenwood, play against Marquette there, come back and play Marquette. We'll play at Eastern Illinois, and then blanking on where we finish off. Arkansas, thank you. Arkansas State.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
And how many travel when you do fly?
We go 18 on the roster, and then we have about another 12 people that end up on the plane to, obviously our coaches, athletic trainer, strength coach, social media, so on and so forth.
Is that kind of the ante now in the Big Ten? You got to have charters. I mean, that's the level.
Yeah, you've got to.
You can't go to Washington. You can't go to UCLA.
You're not going the day before, though.
Yeah, we'll take off the day before, and usually there's a day to
get acclimated or whatever,
and obviously get a good rest.
Well, and then the Big Ten conference starts September 24th against Minnesota there at Huff Hall.
But as you said, everybody's good. But who are the prospective top 5 right now preseason?
I'd have to go back and check exactly, but off the top of my head, you're looking at the kind of perennials. You're looking at Nebraska, Penn State, Wisconsin.
You were on the bench for 4 years with is still there? The guy's still there?
No, John's not there.
John retired.
I was there with them for 2 years.
2 years, okay.
2015, 16, and then I came here.
And then, but Nebraska, how are they doing it? Why are they always good?
There's
NIL?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
big time.
Well, should that be the model? We want to be that kind of fun.
Yeah, we're getting there. Josh is doing an amazing job.
Talk about Josh. Yeah. Josh Whitman. You don't need to suck up. You got your extension. So why is he so successful? I mean, why is he so successful at every sport? What's a slouch on this campus now in sports? They're all good.
Yeah, I mean, everything takes time, and I've talked to him. Obviously, probably a couple of times, and I've been around some really great ADs, but he's probably the best I've been around, and he's just really good about bigger picture. He's got passion for the place. He obviously went here as a student athlete. You talked about the rising tide raise all boats. He knew he had to get football and basketball on track, and obviously you're seeing great success there, and that helps all of us. You get more engagement, you get more people coming around. You mentioned our season kickoff fundraiser. A lot of that stuff that we have is due to just getting excitement around the athletic program. When I first came here, the stadium was half full at best, and now it's capacity.
It's hard to find.
Yeah, it's hard to find seats, hard to find hotels, and
this gets us into our Spiked Illini event on Saturday night, starting at 5 at the venue CU, presented by John and Deanna Wright. So this should be a great time. Lots of great items to bid on, and you can still be a part of that. I know that you are sold out, and I like the elevated business or cocktail attire instead of just saying business casual or whatever. Yeah. I know people will be in their Illini gear, and especially tricky for guys, but elevated business is expected.
Look good, man. Get the good pants, good slacks on. Yeah, look good.
I love it. And even there's an after party from 9 to 10. Stevie, I know that's probably outside of your realm because
the middle of the night.
You may or may not find me on the guitar at the after party.
State Farm John K1 Agency presenting that.
Did I know you play and sing?
I do. Not well, but I'll do it. So
acoustic?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Johnny, he's a musician now too.
Like what's your go-to? Like Stevie's a Zach Brown fan. Do you do anything like that sort of thing?
Yeah, I like to play what the people like. So we had the other day when the tornado kind of ripped through, or at least we got the warning coming through. I know it hit down in Effingham. Thoughts out to the people down there. Hopefully it didn't affect too bad, but we had to go downstairs because the signs went off, and I just told the team, I said, you start firing off what you want me to play, and I'd look it up, and they start singing it. So we had a little karaoke session downstairs. Yeah,
Johnny,
that's great for team bonding too.
What do we got here, Johnny? He sounds great on radio. He can sing on acoustic. He looks like GQ. What the heck?
Well, I can't sing that well. Give me Johnny Cash, and I can do some Johnny Cash.
Okay, Johnny's great.
Well, what's amazing to me is the opportunity for college-age kids to get involved in the sport, and how it's a great part of an education, and it's really exciting, and it applies to more and more people. We kind of got a tiger by the tail now, but sounds like we're doing a great job there at Illinois.
Mm-hmm. Well, it all starts here. What do we got? 20 days till kickoff football.
Yeah.
Is it? Tell me the value of having Huff sold out.
Oh, it's great. I mean, for me, one of the best venues, if not the best venue in volleyball. And, it's close, it's intimate still. It's not, sometimes we go into these arenas and they're playing their basketball arena and it's super spread out and it doesn't feel like you're right on the action. And so Huff still has that great old acoustics and that sound carries a lot. So when that place gets rocking, it's like nothing else out there.
Is it still one of the only venues where you could actually get behind a steel post and not see?
Yeah, probably.
Johnny, you can get a seat and it's like, well, I can't say.
Just over 4,000 people and, just celebrated a 100-year anniversary. Yeah. That was pretty exciting to see that ceremony.
Johnny, what were the engineers thinking when they put a post there and a seat behind it? I don't get it.
Well, they're thinking they didn't want the roof to fall in.
Okay,
that's a good
point.
answer.
Good point. Anyway, I tell you what, I love everybody, but I'm a fan of Chris Thomas for sure because I just like the way he handles the team, the way he coaches. We were Christian and I, my son, we were at the playoff a few years ago when you were hosting, and we had really good seats, and you had some recruits near me. And I had to do everything I could. After I overheard one of the recruits, I have no idea who it was, and I heard her say, if UCLA offers, I'm gone. I'm going, well, then get out of Huff. Leave right now. Give me your ticket. But the recruiting is still just what it is.
Yeah, it's become a little bit crazy, especially with NIL and the transfer portal and stuff like that. For us, it's always been a family atmosphere sport, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And it's very close-knit. And, I've known these coaches for several decades now, either from my playing days or from my coaching days, and everyone's still fairly on the up and up, and I hope it doesn't get to I'm gone because of money, but that's the way how it goes, and it might be that way, but right now I like what we got, and I like what we're doing, and looking forward to a great year.
And we could see it ourselves against the Bradley Braves at 3:00 on Sunday the 16th.
Free, yeah. Kids out there, if parents you're listening, we're going to have balloon artist
fun.
As the game's going on. There's some kids packs. I believe we're getting a face paint or two. Don't quote me on that one. I think that might still be up in the air, but there'll be some stuff for the kids out there afterwards. You can meet the team, get a signed poster. Kona Ice will be there.
Oh, fun!
So bring free game. Bring kids. We're going to play a 4-set match against Bradley, and
nice. It's preseason.
Yeah.
Bringing on your 10th year at the helm.
Yeah.
10? Has it been 10?
Yeah, I can't believe it, but it's here.
Wow.
But wouldn't be at any other place. And for me, and my family. Obviously we live by Stevie, but
they moved, Johnny. They lived by me, and then they moved abruptly.
Shortly after I met Stevie, I was like, "Ooh, I got to get out of here."
You live there? Okay, I'm gone.
I got to get out of here.
I'm leaving. See you later. Any other words?
I've seen you at the Daddy-Daughter Dance.
Yeah,
it was just a wonderful event, and just to see so many coaches actually there.
Are your daughters interested in sports?
They are. Josie, our middle, is 9. She's softball and basketball, and then our youngest is still finding her way, but apparently she got popped in the eye yesterday playing football. So
I mean, I wouldn't recommend football, but
now they're doing flag football for the
they are. That's a real deal. Well,
it's true.
The odds of 2 professional athletes having kids that are athletic are pretty good.
Yeah, we're a little old school. We just want to be good kids, and if they happen to be good at sports, then so be it. But they got to do it because they love it, not because we're pushing them.
Johnny, I tried to claim his children from my NIL program along with Josh Whitman's kids because they're going to be big, but I haven't got no signatures, nothing. They don't really
hang in there. But I'll tell you what, it's great talking to you, Chris, and good luck this season. I'm going to have to get some tickets to Huff Gym.
Yes.
I can see that in my future.
And it's such an intimate environment, and it's loud.
Oh, it's loud, very
and
loud.
it's amazing how wonderful athletes these kids are now. I mean, it's really evolved to a point of wow. Chris Thomas, thanks for driving, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
And good luck at the venue. Hope we raise a bunch of money. That John and Deanna Wright are just outstanding, folks. I've known him a very long time, and he's super successful. His family is. It's great. Thanks to the Wrights and all their support.
That's right.
Absolutely.
All right, congratulations on everything. We'll be tracking you.
Thank you so much.
I call him the Nighthawk because he'll be doing a 2 a.m. radio show coast to coast. Go ahead. You're on the air.
He's got a great voice.
You're on the air. This is Nighthawk.
Wow.
I love it. Thank you for remembering that, Chris Thomas.
Can we lift that and put that on a hotkey? I want that
we
on
might do that.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Well, go Illini and fightingillini.com to keep up with our Illinois volleyball team.
Hey, Johnny, safe travels. Thanks for jumping on.
Thanks, Johnny.
All righty, thanks. We'll be talking. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Thank you. Brother Johnny out in Colorado this morning. Okay, that's our mission. We need $1 million in the kitty for his NIL.
Mm-hmm.
Get it started.
Yep.
Yeah.
And,
you give your play. We can get you the players, you're going to coach them up. It's going to be large, and that's just
we've done it.
You can't not participate in this because all the other players, the best players that are playing on the Nebraskas, if you're going to play, you got to play.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we just got to get her done. Hey, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure.
It.
Chris Thomas, Illinois volleyball coach, ESPN 93.5. Be right back.
Jesse Stevens with Lands Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. One of the most common questions we hear is, why does this line keep backing up? Clearing the drain fixes the symptom, but there's often an underlying issue. At Lands, we clear the line, then run a camera to help confirm what's behind the problem. You decide what to do next with confidence. Call 355-5512 for Lands Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. Why call anyone else?
All right, talk to me. Dedicated Diesel in Urbana. You're doing all the truck inspections, semi-inspections, correct?
Hey, we're doing any commercial vehicle in Illinois has to be inspected, and we're doing those 6-month and annual inspections in the safety lane. We've got two certified inspectors and running those through trailers as well. We have decided to roll out a $5,000 sign-on bonus up from our usual $4,000 that we've done in the past that we suspended for a while, and we're going to go to $5,000 sign-on bonus for new qualified drivers with 2 years experience, clean record, and a good attitude, deliver on time, get home on weekends. We think there's a happy work-life balance in there to be found.
It's great stuff. Family-run business. How would you reach Tim Onstad?
They can reach Tim Onstad at TIMO@GFTLOG.com. They can call me at one of the two offices, 217-328-0562 or 765-793-7131.
It actually is kind of relaxing.
It's very relaxing. I'm just ready for the hot rocks now on my back.
We're talking about the background music.
Yeah,
I can switch that out.
No, I mean,
it was just handy.
You need to ask. You can text Tim, see if he likes massage music behind his voice. It's really relaxing. I'm feeling better about myself.
Okay.
ESPN 93.5 weather now. Listen closely. Here's Greg.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Pounding shower and thunderstorm activity on the overnight hours with plenty of standing water and some localized flooding in spots. That'll be the story here for the rest of the morning hours. Activity will wind down late this morning and still hit-miss chances this afternoon. Again, keep an eye on those flooded out intersections. Plenty of standing water in the fields as well, and then some. And swelling streams and rivers. So far, 1 to as much as 3 inches, but upwards of 5 to 7 noted. Paxton over the north end of Vermilion County and north through Ford and the Iroquois counties. Be looking at high temperatures today up around 84. Lingering shower thunderstorm chance late this afternoon. This evening, muggy overnight lows down to 72. Some patchy fog early tomorrow, then partly sunny, warm, humid. Maybe shower thunderstorm in spots both morning and afternoon. Highs up to 88. We'll head towards 90 on Sunday. Hot, humid, partly sunny. Shower thunderstorm morning, more likely in the afternoon. Then finally some cooler, drier air Monday and Tuesday into the lower 80s. Quick shower chance next Wednesday. Dry next Thursday and Friday. Highs right around 80 degrees. For Stevie Tay Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
What is most important in your life? This is Starla Carr with Provident Financial Group. If you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective that help clients realize their goals. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
Shop Urbana's Market at the Square, going on now through the end of October, 7 a.m. to noon, rain or shine, at Illinois and Vine. A vibrant market connecting community with local food growers and producers, strengthening our local food economy and providing access to local artisans, serving the community at a gathering place at Illinois and Vine. Such a great variety of fresh, healthy, local, high-quality foods. Shop Urbana's Market at the Square. To learn more, visit urbanamarket.org.
Fall may be coming, but high school kids can still play baseball. Join the Urbana Park District Fall Wood Bat Baseball League. The league plays games Sundays from August 30th to October 18th. People that live in Urbana and the surrounding community can sign up. It costs $150 per player to register. Please list the player's high school when registering. Keep your baseball skills sharp and play in the Fall Wood Bat Baseball League at Urbana Park District. Call 217-255-8601 for more information or to register. Or register at urbanaparks.org.
Really.
That's Quinn, or your last day yesterday, going back to ISU.
Quinn, the intern?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she did a great job this summer.
Yeah, Quinn Flavin from Ivesdale, and actually, she had some texts coming in. She was a little worried yesterday. Bloomington Normal had a big storm. And some flooding going on and things like that.
This is WSJK, Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana. We'll be right back. Greg's going to jump on again, our meteorologist, and we'll get the very latest in the weather and what we're looking at. Some more coming our way. 8 o'clock.
Luigi Mangione will soon be back in court in New York City. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. It's a federal courtroom this time where the accused killer is not charged with murder.
Luigi Mangione faces 2 federal stalking charges and could change his plea of not guilty to guilty during the hastily scheduled hearing. Those charges carry a potential life sentence. He's charged in connection with the killing of Brian Thompson, the chief executive of United Healthcare, who was shot outside a Midtown Manhattan hotel in December 2024.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. A guilty plea in the federal case could upend the state murder case against Mangione, which is set to go to trial next month because of New York's double jeopardy laws that could shield him from being tried twice for the same criminal conduct. The U.S.-Iran standoff over the Strait of Hormuz continues. Drones fired at 2 more oil tankers today in the key shipping waterway, but nobody got hurt. As American forces remain on standby in case the U.S. resumes bombing Iran.
There has been some concern expressed about conditions on board the USS Lincoln by family members of those on board and some lawmakers. But Secretary of War Pete Hegseth said just yesterday that everyone on board, every ship in the Gulf is getting everything they need. And CENTCOM followed that up by saying some of the reporting about conditions on the Lincoln is flat out false.
Fox's Jonathan Hunt in Tel Aviv. The Lincoln's been at sea a record 260-plus days. Another ship could relieve the crew. The USS George Washington reportedly headed to the Middle East. Another Russian barrage on Ukraine has killed a mother and her 9-year-old son, as the UN says July was the deadliest month in Ukraine. 437 civilians killed since the early days of the 2022 Russian invasion. We just got this update to the economy showing we shopped less.
July retail sales crossing the tape, down 0.6% month over month. We were expected a rise, so that's a surprise decrease.
Fox Business Network's Lauren Simonetti. America's listening to Fox News.
When I hit my 50s, I felt like things were slowing down.
This is Sandra's Metamucil story.
I started taking Metamucil for digestion, but had no idea it would impact so much more. Not only did Metamucil help me feel more regular, but my heart health saw the benefits too.
Metamucil. One simple routine, 4 health benefits. Digestive health starts here. Go to Metamucil.com for more details.
Ice Cube's Big 3 season is heating up, and it all comes down to this. The Big 3 playoffs are coming to Dallas, Texas. The 4 best teams in the Big 3 battle it out for a spot in the championship. The action starts with the legendary Big 3 Celebrity Game. 3 games of the most physical, competitive, and non-stop 3-on-3 action. The game played the way you love. Watch live Saturday on CBS at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, and catch replays Monday on BET. Yay!
There's an attempt in Washington to put President Trump's name back on the Kennedy Center. The board has voted a new wording for the facade. The John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts restored and renovated by President Donald J. Trump. Democratic Congresswoman Joyce Beatty, whose lawsuit led a judge to order the Trump name removal a few months ago, calls it an attempt to circumvent that ruling. The board also voted to close the Kennedy Center for a 2-year renovation with limited events. That same judge had blocked the initial closure plan. Also in Washington, an attempt to end the Trump deployment of National Guard troops in a crackdown on crime.
Members of the D.C. Council sent a strongly worded letter to the 20 governors who have National Guardsmen patrolling the streets of D.C., demanding that they recall them back to their home states or territories. The Assistant Attorney General, Colin McDonald, is saying, "I am surprised and saddened that you would show such callousness instead of compassion and care toward your constituents who now live in a city with far less violence and fear, thanks to the National Guard."
Fox's Peter Ducey at the White House. Opening statements are set for Monday in Las Vegas, putting Dwayne Davis on trial in Tupac Shakur's murder 30 years after the rapper was killed.
A jury of 6 men and 10 women were selected Thursday to hear the case against Dwayne Davis. Prosecutors allege the 63-year-old former leader of the Southside Compton Crips gang orchestrated the 1996 fatal drive-by shooting of Tupac in Las Vegas after a fight involving the rapper's entourage and Davis's nephew. Davis is accused of murder with a deadly weapon with the intent to promote, further, or assist a criminal gang. He's not accused of pulling the trigger, but of providing the gun. Charged in 2023 after co-writing a book prosecutors say detailed his involvement. The defense argues it was a work of fiction. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are mixed. Down for the Dow, up for the NASDAQ. Not much reaction to the worse than expected retail sales report. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. More than 800 customers in Champaign and Piatt counties remain without electricity yesterday following Tuesday's severe storms. Whiteheath saw the largest outages, nearly 500 homes still in the dark. Smaller outages persisted in Champaign, Urbana, Tolono, and Pasodum. Ameren crews restored several clusters overnight and continued to work to get customers back online. Authorities investigating after police responded to a report of a possible explosive device in an abandoned home in Montgomery County. Officers called out to the home near Shane Cole Park in Nokomis. Secretary of State Police Bomb Squad and FBI searching the interior of the property. Items resembling a pipe bomb were removed. 4-year-old boy dead. It follows an apparent accidental shooting in Champaign. It happened Tuesday at the home in the 1100 block of North 3rd Street. The child sent to the hospital where he later died. Detectives working to determine the facts of the incident. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
And good morning. Thanks to our guest this morning, Chris Thomas, the Illinois volleyball coach, making the trip to Philo. Appreciate having him on. We're rooting the best of the Illinois volleyball team.
Yes, go Illini.
Yep. All right. Going to check our weather. Our meteorologist Greg Solier. You know, around here maybe a couple of inches, but boy, you were citing a whole bunch more.
Yeah, over by Paxton, like 7-ish.
That's flooding, man.
Yeah, close to 7 on some of the observations there. We got 2 co-op observers here around the Philo area, and then one down a little bit outside in north and northwest. And it looks to be maybe north of Villa Grove. There you have 322 in the gauge here around Philo, anywhere between about 277 and 315. Sydney picked up so far, and still raining steadily there, 302. Homer right now checks in with about 2 3/4 of an inches of rain, and pretty much Urbana water survey site east of there towards Ogden, St. Joe. Most everyone there is still in a range of about 2 3/4 to about 3.5 so far, and then upstream on the interstate run towards maybe around this would be Mansfield and around the Muhammad area. There it is. Up about 342 there. And Rantoul checks in a little bit south of Paxton at 275. And again, still widespread rains and still activity back over the western and northwestern end of the state, although taking on a little more scattered, random nature. And again, even as far north and northwest as Bloomington normal, they're at 2.5 to between 4.5, almost 5 inches of rain there as well.
I'm telling you, we got a great meteorologist who'll tell you how to plan for your weekend now. Meteorologist Greg Solier. All right, man, I'm trying to mow my grass. Uh-oh.
Well, too late. But we'll get a window of opportunity here. There will be a window over the course of the weekend, and we'll be winding down. But I tell you what, a lot of these corn and soybean fields, just even at this point, despite being well advanced in the dough stage and pod setting soybeans, they cannot set really well in this kind of water. And it's so pretty widespread from eastern and southern Iowa of late. This is over the past 10 days to 2 weeks. And boy, it is raining steadily as well through much of eastern and central Iowa. So we got a ways to go here before we can finally put a skid and stomp on this stuff. And it extends, of course, down to the I-70 corridor. That's where some of the stronger storms are right down. And still some pretty busyness, good busyness south of the organized rains over the western end of the state. Flood warning still covering a wide area of central and southern Indiana. From there, 1 foot rains that came through some of those locales past 5 to 7 days. Out the north this morning, reading over at Willard and Savoy, checking in there with, and still some thunder and lightning with the rain coming on down at 70 degrees even and 69 up at Rantoul. 83, still some showers, some thunderstorms here. The better part of the morning, kind of a dirty, as we call it, break off, as in it takes a while to get things to completely wind down. So still got some time to go here, and probably some spots picking up another solid 3/4 to maybe a couple of inches before the morning is done, before you've got on top of what you've seen already. So the ongoing flooding, that will be a story for the day today. Standing water, watch the intersections, poorly drained areas, fields, etc., so forth and so on. 84 tonight, make that 84 today, down to 72 tonight, and still a shower thunderstorm pops up in the heat of the day when we get that going late this afternoon and evening time. Generally drier, but not completely, more scattered, random nature of the shower thunderstorm chances over the weekend, and getting hot and humid as well, as we had north bound warm front gets us into this midsummer feel at about 88 to 90 tomorrow, 70s tomorrow night, back up around 90 on Sunday. Any of the afternoon stuff that pops up both tomorrow afternoon and Sunday afternoon could be heavy as well. Watch for weather watches and warnings. Finally, generally dry weather except for a shower chance next Wednesday. Monday, Tuesday, dry up in the lower 80s, and then some drier air next Thursday and Friday as well, with high temperatures up near 80 degrees. So use care and caution going forward, and whatever you got travel going on for the day-to-day on the run Bloomington Normal to Champaign and points to the east and south. For CBJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solja.
All right, thank you so much, Greg. We appreciate it. ESPN 93.5.
And in the end, I'm seeing in Champaign between like 4 and, sunsets at 8:50 or 7:50. It's just cloudy and a high of temperature of 84.
All right.
That's good for this amazing race.
Michelle Brown, Champaign Park District. Flamazing race, that's tonight. What do you got? What's going on?
Yeah. So the Flamazing race, this is our second year doing this, and it is basically, if you've ever seen duck races, it's that concept, but with pink rubber flamingos. And we send them down the tube slide at Shellam Aquatic Center and around the lazy river, so you just see floods of pink all throughout. It's very cool. And this is actually in support of scholarships for CU Special Recreation programs. So not only is it super fun, it's also giving back to a great cause in our community.
Now, I'm familiar with CU Special Rec, but for those who aren't, let's talk about that.
Absolutely. So CU Special Recreation is a cooperative agreement between Champaign and Urbana Park Districts. So it is a collaboration that both park districts participates in. And what it is it offers programming for people of various disabilities. It adapts programming for people with disabilities so that they can enjoy sports, theater, arts, all of the things. And it also provides inclusion aids for individuals with disabilities who want to go to mainstream programming within the Urbana and Champaign Park districts. So overall, it's a really great resource that lots of people in our community rely on to get their recreation and leisure needs met. So having scholarship opportunities, especially for individuals who are already on a fixed income because of their disability, it's a great resource to just make sure that all of our community members can access recreation.
That's awesome. And if I have the winning flamingo, what do I win, Tichelle?
Yeah, we've got a lot of really great prizes, but the number one and two prizes, I'll tell you. So we've got a family membership to the Urbana Health and Wellness Center. If you've ever been, it's a great facility. And then we also have a family membership for next year at Shoal Aquatic Center.
All right, that's awesome. Well, I'm
like
telling you,
it.
that's been very handy. And plus, you're, as you mentioned, a great cause. So you buy 100 flamingos, you probably have a chance. Come on, man.
Well, actually, they do have a group of 10, which is called a zazzle. Is that true that if you have a flock of flamingos, they're a zazzle? Or is that something you guys made up?
Maybe made that up.
It's very catchy. I liked it. So
That's $40 or just $5 a flamingo.
Or just get 10 zazzles and do that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
There you go.
That'd be awesome. All right, tell me about Ties and Tennies September 10th at the iHotel.
Yes, so this is our 4th year doing Ties and Tennies, and similarly, Ties and Tennies is a fundraiser that raises money for the Champaign Park District Scholarship Fund as well as the CU Special Recreation Scholarship Fund. And so this is going to be a plated dinner. There's going to be live and silent auctions, and we're also going to have our featured speaker, which is Tyler Underwood, who, as many know, is the assistant coach for the men's Fighting Illini basketball team.
In
So we're
charge
really
of the,
excited to have him.
In charge of the offense, and that was number 1 in America.
For our Final Four team.
Yeah, no, Tyler's got it going on. He is on the map, and he'll be speaking, and he'll do an outstanding job for you, too. There's no doubt.
So we need to get our table and tickets or sponsorship. Where are we at on that September 10th event at the iHotel?
Yeah, we'd love if people would get their tickets. You can get tickets at champaignparks.org, or you can buy a whole table for you and your friends or colleagues. We've still got tickets left, so we'd love if people would visit our website and check it out and see if it's something they want to attend and get a ticket for.
Everything at the website, all the information on everything?
Yep, champaignparks.org.
Okay, 5 to 7 tonight. Shoal and Pool, be there, be square. It's tonight, Pint. It's a flamazing race with flamingos to worthy cause to help some wonderful people have some great perks.
And then the Ties and Tennies, Thursday, September 10th at iHotel, where you wear a fancy outfit with comfortable shoes. I love that.
Yeah. Hey, Tishelle, thank you for jumping on, and I hope everything goes well and you raise way more money than expected.
Thank you so much.
You bet.
Have
Good
a good
talking
one.
to you. Tishelle Brown, Champaign Park District.
champaignparks.org.
All right, jump to some morning sports at 8:15 o'clock.
You got it, Stevie. After a shutout yesterday, Washington won 7-0. Potential no-hitter was ruined in the 7th inning. Thank goodness that the Cubs, could stop that. But in any case, we're gearing up for Cubs and Cardinals, and it's always fun to watch the game with fellow fans at Pia's 1609 West Springfield Avenue, which, by the way, we're gearing up for the Fighting Illini to begin their season on Thursday, September 8th against University of Alabama, Birmingham. And so Wednesday, September 2nd, is when we're starting our party on the patio at Pia's. So make sure you're taking note and put a star on your calendar to join us after 3 on Wednesday, September 2nd, and winning tickets from us and all of that. So we want to do your Redbird recap?
I think we're okay. The Cubs and Cardinals this afternoon in Wrigley.
First pitch at 1:20.
By the way, late last night while you slept and the Thunder was rolling, the Brewers did beat the Dodgers in L.A. So the Cubbies lost the game. So I think they're 4 games out now.
I see.
As they try and chase the Brew Crew. And they remain 3 more games in L.A., but getting one of those early is a big one for Milwaukee.
Also trending with MLB stories is the Field of Dreams games that had the Phillies over the Twins 7-1 yesterday. Kyle Schwarber with a couple of homers out into the corn.
Boy, it's so cool. If you build it, Ray, they will come.
That's right.
It's awesome.
And Luke Altmaier did well, but Cincinnati came out on top in the preseason NFL game against Detroit. 16-14 was the final, but he ran the ball a few times.
He did okay. He had 2 interceptions.
Okay.
But, I mean, it's your first game. It's
touchdown.
preseason. Had a touchdown pass. That was kind of the last 2 minutes of the game.
Okay.
They got a touchdown, short pass, but the guy ran it in. And Luke had 130 yards total passing, about 5.8 per pass completion. That's the average. But no, I think it was a good start for Luke Altmaier, who has a real chance to be the second-team guy since Teddy Bridgewater left. They had another quarterback that played as well for Detroit. But rooting for the Lions and Luke Altmaier to be sure.
That's right. Colts and New England tied at 13. Pittsburgh beat Green Bay 28-9 yesterday. The Bears and Cleveland Browns will go at it tomorrow at noon. You can hear the preseason action on Q96.
All right, Financial Awareness Month. The day is today. Financial Awareness Day from Busey. They've illuminated me to this, is today, reminding you to take charge of your financial well-being by developing smart habits around budgeting and saving and borrowing and investing. Everyday financial awareness means understanding where your money goes, planning for future needs, and making informed financial decisions. First, you kind of review how much you earn, how much you spend. That'd be a good starting point. Get your income, expenses, financial goals. Create or update a budget. What should you spend on food? What about your housing, water, heat, electricity, garbage? All that should go on one little pie chart. It'd be very easy to develop now. Build your savings by setting aside a portion, even if it's $20. Do something, but don't touch it. You'll like that in a few years. Check your credit. Make sure your credit score is worthy. Plan for the future by learning more about retirement savings and investment options, and look for ways to save. Financial literacy is a lifelong journey, and Busey's Financial Pathways can help point you in the right direction. Just visit Busey.com/financial pathways for free online classes, tools, tips, and resources to help you build strong financial futures for yourself, your family, and your community. All from your friends from Busey, member FDIC for over 158 years, Busey. And they're going to be on the 9 uniforms at the University of Illinois. It's going to say Busey Bank.
With the patch partnership they got for 5 years for $30 million.
$30 million. Way to go, Busey. All right, 8:19, meteorologist Greg Solier with the latest.
The moment everyone, let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity, pounding shower and thunderstorm activity on the overnight hours with plenty of standing water and some localized flooding in spots. That'll be the story here for the rest of the morning hours. Activity will wind down late this morning and still hit-miss chances this afternoon. Again, keep an eye on those flooded out intersections. Plenty of standing water in the fields as well, and then some, and swelling streams and rivers. So far, 1 to as much as 3 inches, but upwards of 5 to 7 noted. Paxton over the north end of Vermilion County and north through Ford and Iroquois counties. Be looking at high temperatures today up around 84. Lingering shower thunderstorm chance late this afternoon. This evening, muggy overnight lows down to 72. Some patchy fog early tomorrow, then partly sunny, warm, humid. Maybe shower thunderstorm in spots both morning and afternoon. Highs up to 88. We'll head towards 90 on Sunday. Hot, humid, partly sunny. Shower thunderstorm morning, more likely in the afternoon. Then finally some cooler, drier air Monday and Tuesday into the lower 80s. Quick shower chance next Wednesday. Dry next Thursday and Friday. Highs right around 80 degrees. For Stevie Day Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
I'm Taylor Riggs, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Inflation readings for prices at the wholesale level are better than expected. The Producer Price Index for July suggests inflation remained tame at the wholesale level. The PPI was flat. For the year ending in July, the PPI moderated to 4.7%, and excluding food and energy, the annual reading slipped to 4.2%. Also, the job market is showing more signs of holding up. Separately, the number of new claims for unemployment benefits rose slightly last week to 209,000, but continuing claims, those remaining on benefits, dropped to 1.77 million. Coach's parent company Tapestry reported an upbeat quarter. Sales rose for the Coach brand, though the company also owns Kate Spade, which is still slumping. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Coselda. Invested in you.
Most investments today feel like second jobs. Real estate, you're a landlord. Stocks, you're a day trader. Crypto, you're a full-time researcher. You've got a life to live. Your investment should help you live it. That's why more Americans are choosing gold. Noble Gold has helped thousands protect their future with real physical gold. Visit NobleGoldInvestments.com to get your free wealth protection kit. That's NobleGoldInvestments.com. Past performance may not be indicative of future results. Investing in precious metals, including gold, involves risks. Consult with your tax attorney or financial professional before making an investment decision.
Dust off your boots and head to Busch Stadium for Country Music Night, Friday, August 28th. With the purchase of a special theme ticket, fans will take home an exclusive Country Music Night Cardinals t-shirt. Before first pitch, do the Boot Scoop Boogie at a pregame concert in Budweiser Terrace, featuring the Rough Riders. It's a home run hit of baseball and country music. Get your tickets now at Cardinals.com/theme.
This is Andre Palante. Get your tickets now at Cardinals.com.
This is Amanda with Cast Iron Pub. There's always something happening in downtown Tuscola. If you're looking for delicious pub burgers, hand-cut steaks, wings, sandwiches, and chef-inspired specials you won't find anywhere else, pair with 10 rotating draft beers or seasonal cocktails. Then stick around for Wednesday trivia, music bingo, and the Summer Sunday live music series. Great food, cold drinks, and an atmosphere you'll love. Make Cast Iron Pub your next destination in downtown Tuscola. You can find us online at castironpub.biz and Facebook at Cast Iron Pub.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Looking for a warm, welcoming place to relax in Tuscola? Stop by Hometown Grounds, where great coffee and great company come together. They're proudly serving Mad Goat coffee, so you can enjoy a rich, delicious cup while catching up with friends. And if you've got kids, no problem. There's a special play area where they can have fun and you sit back and relax. Hometown Grounds is a gathering place for the whole community and perfect for meetings. Come see what everyone's talking about in Tuscola. Visit hometowngroundscoffee.com and plan your visit today.
This is XYZ Insurance. How can I help?
I have a question about my home policy.
Okay, question about phone policy.
Home policy.
Okay, gnome policy.
HOME, home.
Technology is great, but sometimes it's better to talk with a real person. With Erie Insurance, you have a caring, independent agent who's with you from beginning to end.
We don't have any HOMEs on record.
Your Erie agent in Champaign is Thomas & Ellers Insurance. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
When you're stuck on the road, you need help you can trust. Fast. That's where T-Pro Towing and Roadside Repair comes in. From light duty to heavy duty towing, they've got you covered 24 hours a day. With their state-of-the-art facilities, 3Cs, a division of T-Pro Towing, can repair semis to passenger cars at their Camargo facility. Service across central Illinois, including Urbana, Tuscola, and Camargo. Save their number now, 217-253-3450. That's T-Pro Towing and 3Cs. Ready when you need them, anytime, anywhere.
We are your home for the Chicago Bears. Our building is, because we are on WQQB Q96.1, all the hits.
Yes.
Chicago Bears football will have tomorrow's noon game on radio.
Mm-hmm.
So you can check in. I don't know if Caleb Williams or many of the starters will play, but maybe. Anyway, here's Colin Cowherd, known as The Herd on Fox Sports. And this is very encouraging.
So I went yesterday afternoon. There was a big thunderstorm. So it took the Chicago Bears practice indoors. So fans didn't get to go see it, but I was lucky enough to hang out for a couple hours and talk to Ben Johnson and the GM and the president. Very, very, very fun experience for me. And, you know, you can size somebody up in 5 minutes. You can size somebody up. You look them in the eye, you shake your hands, you talk. You can size a football team up in 2 hours. I got to tell you, my observations, that offense, I didn't see a drop pass. That's a young, highly quick and energized offense. It's almost got a college feel to it. They were celebrating. They were having a good time. The offense controlled the defense. Second thing, Caleb Williams has lost, he told me, 13 pounds. I'm telling you right now, he was the fastest quarterback in the league last year. His top speed was 21 miles an hour. He took off along the left side. A play broke down. He looked like a wide receiver. Now, he's not as bulky. He's not as strong. Will that hurt escapability, you know, when guys bounce off him? Maybe. But in terms of weight loss, he did it for a reason. To be more elusive, and he looked fast. He looked like a wide receiver up that left sideline. And the third thing is he's much more accurate. It's just, I talked to Ben Johnson after practice. It's just easier. It's tighter. Listen, he was a huge talent, but he was in college and as a rookie, and even a little bit last year, a little loose, sometimes a little loose, a little inconsistent. It's not what I saw yesterday.
Yeah. So I like everything.
When I did a quick search, Bears have quickly pivoted in signing veteran safety Xavier Woods when they found out about the timetable for Kobe Bryant.
He's
after
out for
that
4 to
injury.
6 months or something. Yeah, that's too bad.
So, and then there was something about Kevin Warren, the CEO, saying Hammond, Indiana is the essentially the sole focus for the new stadium project.
Yeah, he talks about the frustration from Bear fans, and I'm going to play that after the break.
Okay.
And I can't get over Kevin Warren being Big Ten commissioner.
I know.
We were 16-4. Michigan was 14-3, and they gave the title and the banner to Michigan. We won 2 more games. We played all our COVID games. They didn't. And he gave, so I can't get over that. Anyway, Kevin Warren is the president of the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
But he tells you why they're doing this.
Okay.
And it's not for them. It's for you.
I see.
They want to spend $2 billion for you.
And
because I'm sure the prices won't go really high, nothing like that.
This is in Indiana.
Yeah.
Thanks for helping the state here.
Stand by. The Indiana Bears, the Tim Onstadt T-shirt that he gave me looks like it's gold now.
Ham and beans.
828. 828.
Actually, I called the provider. It was just going to be a while before I could have service, and I couldn't wait, so I was recommended to Classic. Professionalism, their dependability, credibility, and the service technicians. I wouldn't ever call anybody else.
I truly believe that after people have experienced other companies and then given us a try, they can clearly see the difference.
Visit ClassicPlum.com. When sewer or septic trouble hits, visit Berg Sewer and Septic. Family-owned and proudly serving Central Illinois, Berg specializes in sewer repair, septic service, water line repairs, sump pumps, and drainage solutions. They don't upsell, they solve the problem right the first time. From backups to breakdowns, count on Central Illinois' most trusted septic service. Berg Sewer and Septic. Dependable, honest, local. Get a second opinion you can trust. Visit BergTanksInc.com.
Hi, this is Sarah Smith from Philo Exchange Bank. Join us for our grand opening event of our Tolono branch, located at 411 North Long Street in Tolono, on Friday, August 14th from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Our ribbon cutting ceremony kicks off the event at 1 p.m., followed by complimentary ice cream from Holden & Cone, raffle prizes from local businesses, giveaways, a kids scavenger hunt, and more. Come see us in Tolono on Friday, August 14th, starting at 1 p.m. Looking forward to seeing you there.
Hi, this is Steve from Good Vibes, where we love tech, especially tech that takes it to another level. Sony has just raised the bar for next level video with true RGB. Red, green, and blue. That's all it stands for. But what makes it stand out is that each pixel contains all 3 colors, each controlled individually. It takes massive processing to do that, and Sony has the best processors. So you get the color range of QD OLED, the brightness of Mini LED, plus the contrast and viewing angle of OLED rolled into one stylish chassis. I saw a demo of just the backlighting of a Sony RGB versus the competition. Even with no panel, the Sony was watchable. The other guys were just blobs of light. With the panel, the Sony picture was sharper and more nuanced. So real you could step right into the screen. If you want sports and movies to look real, come to Good Vibes and see the Sony True RGBs. The Bravia 7s are surprisingly affordable, and the Bravia 9s have the best ever anti-glare solution. Sony True RGB is the new sheriff in TV Town.
San Evans. Luigi Mangione is expected to plead guilty in federal court in the killing of the United Healthcare CEO. He could face life in prison. Fox's Chanley Painter.
It sounds like Mangione will essentially be throwing himself at the mercy of the court, hoping that with his cooperation, his lack of criminal history, his education, his background, he will get something less.
Alex Murdaugh back in a South Carolina courtroom. The disbarred lawyer fighting to move his upcoming retrial out of the county where he was convicted of murdering his wife and son. Tropical storm Lala could become a hurricane when it hits Hawaii. Fox weather meteorologist Craig Herrera.
It is likely and a high probability that this will be a Category 1 storm as it approaches the Big Island and scoots south of the rest of the islands.
America's listening to Fox News.
Toilet won't flush and the tub gurgles? That's usually the main sewer. Land's Drain Cleaning can clear the line and use a camera when needed to confirm what caused it. Land's Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. Why call anyone else?
At Curtis Orchard, enjoy the Land of Oz activity place. The scene outside and the creativity and feeding the goats. The store, the bakery, and the cafe all in one farm, where everything is made with care and connected to the same family that's been welcoming you to Curtis Orchard since 1980. Award-winning cider, local honey, jams, canned goods, toys, and thoughtful gifts. Don't forget the Apple Crisp donuts, fritters, and pies, and the apple slushies. Head to 3902 Duncan Road. Visit curtisorchard.com.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana this Saturday. Quite the action-packed night and still ongoing this morning. A couple of more rounds of showers and thunderstorms. Plenty of standing water in the fields and in the intersection as well. Trying to forego some of these flooded out areas. So far, rainfall totals 1 to 3 inches, but upwards of 5 to almost 7 inches noted from Paxton east through north Vermilion County, Ford and Iroquois counties as well as a whole. We'll see afternoon temperatures with scattered showers and thunderstorms back in for the afternoon and evening time up to around 84, and dew points and humidity values will surge on northward with a muggy overnight low tonight. Shower thunderstorm this evening, and again after midnight tonight with some patchy fog down to 72. 88 to 90 for the weekend on high temperatures. A couple of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, more likely in the afternoon. Maybe some stronger storms back in Sunday afternoon. Again, highs near 90 there. Then cooler, less humid weather. Monday and Tuesday readings into the lower 80s. Shower chance next Wednesday. Highs near 80. Drier air for next Thursday and Friday. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Now available at Carter's. Reclining sofas from Flex Steel. Luxury and elegance. You'll be lost in Flex Steel comfort. Power headrest, lumbar, and reclining. Plus free delivery. The newest in leather reclining seating is at Carter's Furniture, Urbana. It's the August clearance sale now at Carter's Furniture. Clearance prices throughout the showroom. Recliners, bedrooms, leather sofas, lamps, and accessories. In stock with free delivery and free 24-month financing. Shop the August clearance sale today at Carter's Furniture, Urbana.
Hey golf cart shoppers, tired of the same old golf cart shopping experience? Come over to Midwest Carts in Tuscola, Illinois, where customers rave about unbeatable pricing, massive selection, and full service done right. As the largest Denago golf cart dealer in Illinois, they've got premium new models plus 20 to 30 quality used carts ready to roll at any time. And the best part? Free delivery on new carts anywhere in Illinois or Indiana. Midwest Carts, Tuscola, Illinois. Find them at mwcarts.com.
So when we're talking about, 7 inches of rain on Paxton and about 2 to 3 around here.
Yep.
You understand what that equates to? This is why we're talking a lot about weather. 2-3 inches of rain at a time would equate to 36 inches of snow. So if it snowed 36 inches, would we be talking about it?
Right.
7 inches, that'd be 70 inches of snow in Paxton.
Right.
It's about 10 or 12 per inch of rain.
And it just seems like a deluge. It just comes down so fast.
Yeah. No, I'm not a fan of the extreme.
No.
Too many things, trees, yard, furniture, stuff that can blow around.
That's right.
And losing limbs and trees, and that's just rough.
Yes, and sometimes hitting your house or shed. And one thing that I've seen in my community of Tolono, lots of neighbors coming out with their chainsaws and saying, let's get her done.
Yeah, that's
and
great.
Lots of big piles next to the street now, and the village of Tolono has been doing a great job picking things up and getting things back to normal.
People in Philo are putting them on where they're up now the street where the village can come get it. All right, 8:36, Kevin Warren, the president of football for the Bears.
I understand how a fan could be upset, but I think what's important to recognize, this is important for the fans, is for us to build a world-class stadium. It's time. The time has come for us to do it. They deserve a much better game day experience than we have now. They deserve the opportunity for us to be able to bring world-class events here, from the Super Bowl that we never chance to bid for, to World Cup, to concerts, to college football playoff games, to other professional sports. And so our focus is on the fans, and it's important that we build a world-class stadium that has a mixed-use development with restaurants and hotels to have that special game day experience with smooth ingress and egress. And so the focus every single day, every meeting we're in, we're focusing on the importance of building this relationship with the fans, but I can understand frustration, and hopefully when we finish the stadium and open up and they get a chance to experience, that they'll be grateful for what we have done.
Okay. Do they really need a stadium? And where did you read it was Hammond now?
WGN.
But they're saying it's not. Arlington isn't out, are they? I haven't heard that.
This headline for WGN says Chicago Bears say Hammond, Indiana is sole focus.
Wow.
For their rebuild.
Well, I think it's representative of politicians.
Mm-hmm.
You got to blame the Democrats. They're in charge of everything. We will not pay billions of. What is the value of having Chicago in Chicago? Chicago Bears. Would you care if the Cubs moved to Wrigley or the Sox moved to Wrigley? I'm sorry, they moved to Indiana. What if they just did a massive complex of a half a mile long of White Sox, Cubs, and Hammond Bears now? It's ridiculous.
I mean,
it's
a stretch.
It's a dereliction of duty. And you need a new $2 billion stadium, really, for the fan experience? See Wrigley Field. That's not very new. That works pretty well.
Well, it says Warren reinforced his June 5th decision where the Bears Board of Directors voted to move forward with the stadium development project in Hammond, saying they believe the site near Wolf Lake would transform the region.
It will transform the region, but also take a lot of money out of Illinois because we've got the money to spare, fortunately. Good gosh. It's just failure, just a mess. No way. Brandon Johnson had zero to do with anything. J.B. Pritzker wasn't going to give the Bears and all those billionaires money because he's running for president.
Right.
But you lost the Bears? How can you be the man and lose the Chicago Bears out of your city?
Right.
How could you turn down Donald Trump's offer to make your city safer? Do you know in Washington, D.C., murder rates are cut in half? Do you know in Memphis, Tennessee, murder rates are down 43%? That's the National Guard. So what's wrong with eliminating some of the funerals in Chicago every weekend? Unbelievable. It's what we are. We're just dysfunctional politically in this state, period. But to lose the Bears is like, give me a break. Why didn't you put a little effort into it? Oh, we did. No, you just said we're not giving you the money. You went on microphone, TV, and everybody saw it. So good luck driving to Hammond, Indiana. Right now, it's a pretty bad-looking area, but it's going to be, 5 years?
Brandon Johnson saying, until there are shovels in the ground in Hammond, Chicago remains actively engaged in the ongoing discussions and proposals to keep the team on the lakefront.
Okay, well, that's not Soldier Field's not happening.
I know.
Why not? What are they paying a year in rent? $7 million? How many years? I think you can be in. If it's $7 million a year in rent, then that's 284 years you could do it for what you're going to build. Bears a new deal. And a dome? Really? Brian Urlacher didn't like that. It's Bear football, man. Fan experience. Yeah, you think you're not going to pay for that fan experience? Get your $500 bill out. It's going to be, take a family of four, over $1,000, I'm sure. Easy.
Yeah.
Who can afford it?
Welcome to today's entertainment. I mean, Ella Langley coming to the Illinois State Fair in a week or something. I've heard, crappy seats are $300 and the primo seats are $1,200.
I'm not going.
What?
You can't afford that.
And, they were 50 in January, had you thought it through, but she hadn't hit and wasn't a big deal at that time.
Must be supply and demand. A lot of people bought tickets, so the last ones are probably really high. So they sell tickets to the State Fair concert like they do airline seats?
It says here on this quick search, $155 for a seat to see Ella Langley. So maybe I'm
That's
just
a lot of money for
getting aftermarket.
Anything that ends in fair, you can't charge $155. What about the people?
I know it.
All right, 841. Here's. I presume this is a dad of a Little League pitcher, and it's a little difficult to hear, but obviously there's trouble, and the whole infield is pulled in. And here's what the dad coach says to his pitcher, his son.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you.
So proud of you. I've known you since you were 8. Not a lot of people get to see the fruit of the labor that you put in. Right? Remember Zacchaeus in the Bible? Someone planted.
I always said Zacharias, guy in the tree that got invited to dinner by Jesus.
Yeah.
That tree 30, 40 years prior so he could climb up into it. Salvation, we're talking salvation. It was a baseball game. Right? Yeah. If you walk the next 5 guys, Jesus is still Lord. If you strike out the next 5 guys, guess what? Jesus is still Lord. Okay? I love you. Have some fun. Okay?
That's it. That's a coach bawling out his kid. It might not even be his child, but just the calmness.
Mm-hmm.
What we don't know is what happened, and what the point is, it doesn't matter. Put it in perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you get wrapped up in dance, in any sport, name it, and the parents get too wrapped up. It's just baseball.
Zacchaeus, by the way, is the rich tax collector in the town of Jericho.
But they don't say Zacharias?
Zacchaeus.
Okay. 842, I thought that was a very poignant clip. It has 9 million views.
Oh, really?
That's how coaches should talk to their team.
Man, that's awesome.
Your next adventure starts right here. And now you have even more ways to get there. Fly Champaign-Urbana and skip the long drive to bigger airports. With American Airlines and soon nonstop flights from United, you can connect through Chicago O'Hare and Dallas to coastlines, cruises, and global escapes. With connections to hundreds of destinations, from here, the world is within reach. Book now. Fly Champaign-Urbana Willard Airport. Because the best trips start closer to home.
Hey folks, Jeremy here at Land's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling with your monthly reminder, it's time to change your furnace filter. A clean filter keeps your system running efficiently and helps your home stay comfortable. And if you notice any issues with your heating or cooling system, call the pros at Land's. We service all makes and models, and Land's will keep your home comfortable all year long. Visit us at landsinc.com or call 217-355-5512. And don't forget, it's hard to stop a train.
Drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
The Champaign County Restore is a nonprofit home improvement store and donation center that sells new and gently used furniture, appliances, cabinets, home accessories, building materials, and more at deeply discounted prices. Proceeds from Restore help fund Habitat for Humanity of Champaign County in an effort to eliminate substandard housing in our community and around the world. Hours on Tuesday 10 to 6, Wednesday through Friday 10 to 2, and Saturday 10 to 4. Visit cuhabitat.org.
All right, check your morning sports 8:45 on this Friday, August 14. Diane's got some headlines.
Washington beat the Cubs 7-0 yesterday. Cubs are now focused on the St. Louis Cardinals with a 120 start heard over on US 105.9. Let's hear the Cardinals' summary of what's going to happen.
The Cardinals have some momentum going into a weekend series in Chicago against the Cubs. They've taken 2 of 3 in each of their last 3 series against the Yankees, Rockies, and Phillies, last playing a couple days ago when they beat Philadelphia by a 7-1 score. Matthew Liberatore is on the mound tonight for the Cardinals. 5-9 with a 5.15 ERA. Over his last 4 starts, he is 0-3. His last time out, a loss against the Rockies on Saturday, he allowed 5 runs on 9 hits in 5 innings. The Cardinals are going to face off against right-hander Clay Holmes, who the Cubs recently acquired from the New York Mets. He is 4-5 with a 2.86 ERA, but in his debut for Chicago on Saturday, he allowed 4 runs on 6 hits in 4 innings in a loss to Kansas City. First pitch today is scheduled for 1:20. That means our coverage begins at 12:25. For the St. Louis Cardinals Radio Network, I'm Matt Pauley.
Did he say lefty Matthew Liberatore will be
Yeah,
on
I
the
think
mound?
so. Yeah.
That's who they're predicting to start.
Yep.
So,
That's who they got.
Chicago.
He's been good and he's been not so good. So hopefully he'll have a good one today.
It looks like it could be Clay Holmes as a trade deadline acquisition, but due to be on the mound for the second time.
By the way, the Cubbies are 4 games behind Milwaukee. They're solid citizens in the top wild card spot, so they can make the playoffs pretty easily, I think. And the Cardinals are 3 games behind wild card, but they got like 3 teams ahead of them. Miami is ahead of them. So is Arizona, so the Phillies. So we'll see if the Cardinals can hang on to this 10, 11 game road trip they have here coming up in the next week and a half. They could really run this thing into September. This will be a key road trip for the St. Louis Cardinals.
This article also talking about the prop bets with Alex Bregman and him hitting more homers in the near future. He was certainly hot
the
game before this one against the Washington Nationals. We also have our soccer team that's starting out with a tie, 0-0 over number 19 Georgia yesterday with 4 saves from the goalkeeper, Izzy Lee. We'll have our Illinois volleyball team with the Spiked Illini event tomorrow at the Venue CU in downtown Champaign, 5-9. You can see them in action at 3 on Sunday against Bradley.
And I got a link from Chris Thomas, who's kind enough to be here in Philo with us pretty much all last hour.
You can hear the show at steviejay.com if you want to listen to that interview.
Spiked Illini was the link. my.onecause.com. my.onecause.com. I think that'll take you to being able to bid on some of the silent auction
That's
items.
right.
All right, weather with Greg one more time. Coming up.
Looking for a warm, welcoming place to relax in Tuscola? Stop by Hometown Grounds, where great coffee and great company come together. They're proudly serving Mad Goat coffee, so you can enjoy a rich, delicious cup while catching up with friends. And if you've got kids, no problem. There's a special play area where they can have fun and you sit back and relax. Hometown Grounds is a gathering place for the whole community and perfect for meetings. Come see what everyone's talking about in Tuscola. Visit hometowngroundscoffee.com and plan your visit today.
Looking for something truly unique? Discover Sweet Petunia at the Tuscola Mall, where vintage charm meets modern style. With over 100 vendors and consigners across 16,000 square feet, you'll find antiques, collectibles, home decor, and one-of-a-kind furniture you won't see anywhere else. It's bright, clean, organized, and surprisingly affordable. From timeless treasures to seasonal finds, there's always something new waiting for you. Come explore Sweet Petunia in the Tuscola Mall. Your next favorite piece is already here.
Sarah Champagne Managing Partner Ben Quattrone on why integrity is important at Sarah.
We hire the person. The person makes the deal. The person makes the department. The person makes everyone around them treat people with courtesy and respect. If you have a quality human being, you can play any position, right? We're talking about sports. They can perform in any department, and I could teach someone a job, but I can't teach them to be a good person.
Learn more at sarahchampagne.com. That's SERRA champagne.com.
Crime doesn't pay, but we do. Champaign County Crime Stoppers offers huge cash rewards to concerned citizens just like you, who provide anonymous tips that help law enforcement make arrests and keep crime out of our communities. Tips are 100% anonymous, and we pay cash rewards of up to $5,000. Have a tip? Call 217-373-TIPS or visit ChampaignCountyCrimeStoppers.org. Crime doesn't pay, but helping us solve one certainly does.
Actually, I called the provider. It was just going to be a while before I could have service, and I couldn't wait, so I was recommended to Classic. Professionalism, their dependability, credibility, and the service technicians. I wouldn't ever call anybody else.
I truly believe that after people have experienced other companies and then given us a try, they can clearly see the difference.
Visit ClassicPlum.com. When sewer or septic trouble hits, visit Berg Sewer and Septic. Family owned and proudly serving Central Illinois, Berg specializes in sewer repair, septic service, water line repairs, sump pumps, and drainage solutions. They don't upsell, they solve the problem right the first time. From backups to breakdowns, count on Central Illinois' most trusted septic service. Berg Sewer and Septic. Dependable, honest, local. Get a second opinion you can trust. Visit BergTanksInc.com.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana, this Saturday. Quite the action-packed night and still ongoing this morning. A couple of more rounds of showers and thunderstorms. Plenty of standing water in the fields and in the intersection as well. Trying to forego some of these flooded out areas. So far, rainfall totals 1 to 3 inches, but upwards of 5 to almost 7 inches noted from Paxton east through north Vermilion County, Ford and Iroquois counties as well as a whole. We'll see afternoon temperatures with scattered showers and thunderstorms back in for the afternoon and evening time up to around 84, and dew points and humidity values will surge on northward with a muggy overnight low tonight. Shower thunderstorm this evening, again after midnight tonight with some patchy fog down to 72. 88 to 90 for the weekend on high temperatures. A couple of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, more likely in the afternoon. Maybe some stronger storms back in Sunday afternoon. Again, highs near 90 there. Then cooler, less humid weather with Monday and Tuesday readings into the lower 80s. Shower chance next Wednesday. Highs near 80. Drier air for next Thursday and Friday. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow is right here in Champaign-Urbana to help you select the right protection at the right price. Kurt will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. Just call him when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Your roof is your home's best protection for the elements outside. And that's why Owens Corning Roofing is designed and tested for superior performance. Kramer is a platinum preferred contractor hand-selected by Owens Corning. So start today and get 10% off the best roofing from the best roofing professionals.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
Hi, I'm Troy Lands from Lands Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Underground Solutions. Are you tired of dealing with leaky faucets, basement flooding, bursting or leaking pipes? From plumbing maintenance and repairs to installing new water heaters and sump pumps, our goal is to get you up and running as soon as possible. At Lands Plumbing, we have 24/7 emergency service and a team of highly skilled professionals that will work with you to get the job done right the first time. I'm Troy Lands. You can count on my company because you can count on me.
All right, we have, what is today? Philo Exchange Bank big grand opening in Tolono.
Yes.
That starts at 1, goes till 5, but you can get a free ice cream cone.
Absolutely.
Kind of what I'm thinking.
Holding a cone, and all these Tolono businesses, they're giving away gift cards, and there's a scavenger hunt for the kids. Make sure you pop by between 1 and 5. It's the old Vet Village Pet Doctor location between Casey and Monocle's on that side of Route 45, 411 North Long Street.
Philo Exchange Bank on Route 45 today. Would it be weird if I got there at 5 till 1 and stayed till 5 after 5? When are you drawing again? When's the next prize? Can I win again? Can I win again? One of those guys?
I will Venmo you, $10 if you do that, Stevie. I think that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, well, I'm not doing that.
I didn't think so. But
when's the next drawing? Can I win that too? Can I win them all?
But I know Sarah Smith had said she got some giant scissors for this ribbon
that work cut things.
Exactly.
Wow.
And Rich and Jessica, who are working since mid-June on Philo Exchange Bank as employees, are Tolono residents, which I
wonderful.
love.
Yeah, there you go.
So there you go. That's their 5th location for Philo Exchange Bank.
Try and see you out there then. Mm-hmm. All right, that'll do it. We'll be back on Monday. Cubs and Cardinals this afternoon on either US 105.9 or ESPN 93.5, depending on what team you're a fan of.
Absolutely.
And again, it's all baseball this afternoon, but we'll be back on Monday morning, 7 a.m., God willing.
And the Bears tomorrow at noon.
Yep,
enjoy that on Q96.
Thanks, Diane.
Enjoy your weekend.
That's Diane Ducey. I am Stevie J. Thank you for listening. Have a blessed weekend.
Hi, this is Steve from Good Vibes, where we love tech, especially tech that takes it to another level. Sony has just raised the bar for next level video with true RGB. Red, green, and blue. That's all it stands for. But what makes it stand out is that each pixel contains all 3 colors, each controlled individually. It takes massive processing to do that, and Sony has the best processors. So you get the color range of QD OLED, the brightness of Mini LED, plus the contrast and viewing angle of OLED rolled into one stylish chassis. I saw a demo of just the backlighting of a Sony RGB versus the competition. Even with no panel, the Sony was watchable. The other guys were just blobs of light. With the panel, the Sony picture was sharper and more nuanced. So real you could step right into the screen. If you want sports and movies to look real, come to Good Vibes and see the Sony True RGBs. The Bravia 7s are surprisingly affordable, and the Bravia 9s have the best ever anti-glare solution. Sony True RGB is the new sheriff in TV Town.
Champaign Park District and Nicodemus Agency are proud to announce the Iliac taking place in Hessel Park and downtown Champaign, Saturday, August 22nd. The 3rd annual installment expands in 2026, kicking off in historic Hessel Park with a full day of free activities, in addition to incorporating downtown Champaign stages throughout the evening performances in the Neal Street Festival Plaza, Watson's Shack and Rail, The Space, and Cowboy Monkey. Visit theiliac.com.
This is Starla Carr with Provident Financial Group. There's no one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is we can help you improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
Think you have to settle for mediocre car insurance to save money? Think again. It's possible to get superior coverage and still save money with Erie Insurance. Customers who switched to Erie saved up to $951. It pays to compare. Switch and save with Erie.
Your Erie agent in Champaign is Thomas & Ellers Insurance.
Annual savings based on new customers surveyed in March 2022 who reported savings when switching auto insurance. Individual premiums and savings will vary.
Craving something delicious and a place to kick back? Hit the road to Roadrunner Station in Camargo. They're serving up handmade wood-fired pizzas that are bursting with flavor in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere. Bring the whole crew, enjoy the bar, check out the gaming room, and make a night of it. And you've got to try their specialty pizzas, like the fully loaded Everything But the Tractor, or the sweet and savory Hawaiian Hitchhiker. Great pizza, great vibes, and great times at Roadrunner Station in Camargo.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Looking for your new favorite hangout? Head to Route 45 Wayside in Pasodum. They're open 7 days a week with daily food specials that keep things fresh and affordable. And Sundays? It's Sunday Fun Day from 1 to 4 with live entertainment that brings the party to life. Don't miss their massive 8,000 square foot patio, perfect for kicking back with friends. Feeling competitive? Jump into their sand volleyball leagues this spring and summer. Co-ed teams, great vibes, and even better memories. Route 45 Wayside in Pasodum. Great food, live music, and fun all week long.
When your vehicle needs expert care, trust 3C's Automotive Repair in Camargo. From cars and trucks to semis, they do it all, including hydraulic repairs with 7 clean professional service bays. Roadside assistance is available, and if your repair takes a little longer, enjoy a courtesy ride within 15 miles or relax next door at the Roadrunner Station. Experience great service with a small town feel at the corner of Route 136 and Route 130 in Camargo. Call 3C's Automotive Repair at 217-832-2706.
Hi, I'm Tyler Weaver, president of Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery. It's time to come home to Carpet Weavers. We don't want you to just like your new floors. We want you to love them. From waterproof floors and carpet to furnitures and design advice, we've got a team of experts on your side. We'll get you the best price and the best quality products. And complete your home with furniture and accessories. Buy it all with free financing too. Come home to Carpet Weavers, where floors, furniture, and family meet.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.